that. Okay. So,
Are we recording?
yeah, I'm going to send you guys the links so that we can...
Alright. I always just share the one right off the page. Is that sufficient?
Yeah, that works.
I always forget and don't do it at all. So I hope that's cool. Joel's podcasting around too. Okay, people like it. Yay. You didn't send me the link.
Go to the page.
Yep, turns out I'm one of the members of this page.
What page is
I
this?
don't like this shit. Why did I? Please post. Here we go. All right.
What page
We are
is this?
live as a fifth. We've been recording for. We're 57 seconds into the show right now.
What?
Stream of Consciousness
Oh,
podcast.
yeah, I just
We
started.
literally just go through every
We got 3
episode.
viewers.
We say like and whatever else on Stream of Consciousness. That's how we end every show. I do it wrong every time, but I do it every time.
Okay, so it looks like we got 3 viewers. So,
We got 3 viewers. Time to start the show. Welcome back to
All right.
welcome to the all-star version of Stream of Consciousness Podcast.com. Thanks for joining us here on Facebook. We have as follows: Joel Cabby Cox. We have Dwayne. I don't know your last name.
All the way.
Dwayne, all the way. Oh, on the Christmas
All the
party
way.
in
High school.
Son of a-
My sister and I do that. I actually just transferred down. Like,
Wait,
the
for-
first one graduated, then they started calling my middle sister that, and then she graduated, and then they gave it to me, and I was like, oh, just no originality, just handing down nicknames. I took it there.
Okay.
That's cool.
So, anyways,
Do it.
no, this is we did how we start the show. Dwayne, your last name's all the way.
All the way.
Holloway. And I did it for the Christmas one. I did I had a pun about Dwayne, but I didn't realize it was Holloway because I could have done Jingle All the Way. All right, so it's Dwayne Rah Rah Riot Holloway, and we have Aaron Tongue NATO.
Tongue NATO.
Welcome, Bernie.
NATO, Aaron Tongue NATO Jones.
Tongue NATO.
And I am Joey Jumanji Jambalaya Jingleheimer Smith Stout. Thanks for joining us.
He needs
All right.
Jesus.
I could have put Jesus in there. Jingle all the way, Heimer-Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Jubilation Jamboree.
hello, Michelle. Hello, Annie.
Annie.
Annie's, yeah, Annie's.
Annie, are you okay? So, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
You can't sing on the show. Are we gonna get in trouble for this?
No.
Nobody watches our show anyways, except for Annie. And
We
she's
got
not
8
gonna
viewers
tell us.
right now. What do you
As
think?
long
Eight
as it's under
viewers.
10
Eight viewers.
seconds,
Oh,
you don't
Lord
have to
have
pay
mercy.
royalties.
What's that?
If it's under 12 seconds, you don't got to pay royalties. So.
Thank you.
Is that how it works?
That is how it works.
No, now we know. I should ask you that a long time ago. We could have been getting away with so much more shit.
Yeah.
All right. What are we talking about? Let's talk about sex toys. Let's start the show off right.
Yes. Did you know that they came up with this new one? It's kind of looks like a little
A
anal
new
probe
one?
thing that you can put up inside of someone, and you can control it with your Bluetooth on your cell phone. So they
You
can be
can-
like walking, be like, zzz.
You can phone in a buzz. Phone an
Yes.
orgasm.
Yes, they could be like sitting across the room, and be like, okay.
Right. Just all of a sudden, like, oh, I got an email.
Uh huh. I'd be like, yeah, you do. It's a long one.
It's just 86 emojis.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one's a poop.
We're number 2. Got it.
Have you ever done any, like, sex toy shopping? Like, if you go online, Joel's not going to answer this question. I already know. Without even looking at it,
Yes.
Joel's not going to answer this
A
question.
friend of mine goes ahead and manages a sex toy store.
That's
Man, the cash.
Yes.
nice. How big should a toy dildo be? Because this is like an iffy one, because you want her to be happy, but at the same time, you don't want it like so big that like makes you dwarf next to it.
Okay, now you see the hand gesture that you're making right there? They
That-
actually sell things like that in the store.
That's
That's like that.
I know,
like
I've seen
this
it.
and like this.
Like that's the forearm of doom.
Like the Black Power fist.
Right. Now, according to
Only
to
sold-
urban mythology,
Only sold in February.
that's
I don't don't know. Like they have some ones in there. They have some like little puny ones that are like this big, and then they got like
What is that gonna do for?
the mandingos and, and
Do you want it? Do you think it should be bigger or smaller than you, or same size?
it should go to be smaller than you, smaller than me then.
Do you want it to? Because you want it to like. Then you want to be
Yeah.
like. That's like the appetizer, and this is the main course.
Exactly. No,
So-
this is like what you get to take home with you. This is all of that.
See, no, I'm not intimidated by this. Like for me, I say you got to go a little big. Like you don't want it so big that like you don't want it to be. You don't want to not leave any tread
Yeah,
left
you
on
don't
the
want
tires.
you don't want to fit a Cadillac in.
Yeah,
there, so.
you gotta you don't want to yodel into the cave afterwards. But I'm saying like a little extra oomph to it isn't like because that warms up. And then
Exactly.
Hi, Tara.
hi Tara, Tara, what's your opinion on this one?
Tara,
No,
have you ever been
no.
to a sex store before?
Oh.
I know you've been to one before. Come on now. We talked about dildos and dingoes. They got the vibrating ones. They got the anal plugs that you can go ahead and control the vibrations with. They
What's
got
the one with it has the
Oh, the rabbit.
The
one.
rabbit
one.
That's it,
Yes.
Yeah, because
I
they
can
had to
accept
tickle
that.
the
it takes care of the the hello button.
clitoris.
Yeah.
the hello button.
The hello button. The how about that, governor?
I have lube that actually tastes like Cinnabon.
Cinnabon?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get fat off vagina.
Right? I actually have a little packet out of my car. I should go get it for the show.
Dude.
I'd be like, here you go. Now try this.
Dude.
This will be really good in my coffee.
Hey, Chuck.
Let go of my ears. I
Yes.
know what I'm doing.
Oh, Chuck.
What's that?
Chuck's on.
Chuck.
Chuck.
What's up, Chuck?
What's up?
Chuck.
Is that-
Chuck. Buck. Banana.
is that
Um,
Chuck Connors?
Yes.
I don't know Chuck.
What up? Double C? Yes.
All right, Joel. What's your opinion on flavored lotions here? Is it a load? It's a lube.
It's a lube.
What's your opinion on flavor? You're literally trying to hide
Wow.
behind the screens over here. Joel's trying to inch his way out of the show.
They should make
Literally
KFC
finger-licking
flavored lube. KFC, Popeyes, Churches.
Well, Birdie posted
Oh,
clone
dude,
a
that's
Willy glow in the dark kit pink. Let's see what this is.
Clone a Willy glow in the dark. Now I looked into this Clone a Willy thing.
What
But here's
is
the
it?
thing: Clone a Willy. You ever
Oh,
heard of
is
this
that
thing?
like the
It's the
molding?
tube. Yes.
Yes.
You put the stuff in, and then you put your stuff in it, and it hardens around your stuff, and then you put like a silicone in it, and it makes a U-shaped.
What does your penis have to be hard or soft to
It
get
has
Well-
to stay erect the whole time.
And it
Which-
takes like a couple minutes.
It takes like 12 minutes or something.
Is
too.
that
So
how
you
long
gotta
it
have
takes?
somebody assisting you in this.
What do you mean by
12
assisting?
minutes?
Like somebody gotta be talking
Like-
dirty to you,
Right.
fondling.
You
Yeah,
You
gotta
gotta,
something.
get your text message.
So you gotta like lift up your legs and be like, squirt every day. Right there.
I'm losing it. Send me another text.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could do that?
But I've heard from a lot of people
But
it's
I-
hard to keep that going for that long.
But you could, they have to clone the Willy, and then I've seen the other one where you can actually go ahead and make a mold of your anus.
What?
I've seen that.
Yes.
too.
You can make
So
a
you
clone.
could literally fuck yourself.
Exactly. No, wait, even better. But you could go ahead and make a clone of your anus, and you can either send that, or they can go ahead and make it into like little chocolate, so you can send it to somebody.
Oh, for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
That's romantic.
Eat my ass.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's something meant to be romantic.
Is
Yes.
it meant? Yeah. Do you give it to people you like or people you don't?
I don't know, but I think you can make it like regular white chocolate, dark chocolate, 70% cocoa. You can add regular peanuts, walnuts, chestnuts.
You're gonna add your own dingleberries?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. That's.
Cherry. Oh, you could bite it into have a cherry flavor.
Oh, you know, like the chocolate, like the
yeah.
cordials.
Or the nougat.
Mm.
Or
Ass.
Nutella.
That sounds a little runny though. That's gonna
Yes.
get messy.
Yeah, well,
so-
Well, does it get messy whenever you toss a salad anyway? Depending on what you're dealing with.
Oh, that's a whole another episode. We're not getting into.
The emphasis on whole. Oh, you got me going now.
I don't. Yeah, that's. I don't. Tossing a salad is not my. I'm not. I don't want to. Like no. Hey, do your thing. And I'm saying if she's like, would you? But there's not a lot of chicks out there going, would you? They're not going. You know what I'd really like tonight? Because there's weird
Dude.
shit that I want to do.
Calling the terror if you thought of this way too much.
Yes.
I put a lot of. This is the first that I've spoken about it on the show, but I've thought about this a lot. This keeps me awake at night.
I'm just curious how long this is gonna go.
I think we can literally fill the entire episode
I hope
just
not.
talking about chocolate
I
flavors.
can talk about booty for.
Yeah,
for hours.
we can go on and on.
Booty.
I'm good for at least another couple
No.
minutes. And then we can listen to some CDs,
Dwayne,
and
what-
maybe get a sandwich. We can do it all over.
Dwayne, what about booty?
I just like the way I've always looked at it, and also the new Chips movie or the one that came out about 6-8 months ago backs me up. Everybody is
Bernie
eating
Sanders.
ass now. Everybody's eating the ass, and I've always kind of
Chips.
lived by the motto that
Chips.
if you're not eating the ass, you're doing it wrong.
Chips.
We saw that. That's what
Thank
he's
you.
talking about.
Yes.
We saw that on my birthday, actually.
Well, according to Bernie, what about ranch dressing flavored lube?
Ranch
Ranch
dressing
dressing?
flavored lube. Yeah.
I don't like ranch dressing.
What kind of black man are you?
I don't like it, but put some Red Hot on it. I'll eat it.
You do not want to put red hot lube
Sriracha. There we
anywhere.
go.
That does not sound like anyone's gonna enjoy that.
Or make it like Big Mac sauce,
It's just Thousand Island and
honey
mayonnaise.
mustard.
That's Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan. There we go.
Don't get
Soy
me started.
sauce.
Don't get me started with Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan.
I drove over there to
No,
Ohio.
not
What's
to
that
get
sauce
too-
that they made from at McDonald's that they like discontinued?
Yeah.
They brought it back. That's
Yep.
Szechuan? Is that Szechuan? Yes.
Uh huh.
Now, do you
More.
have to pair the sauce with the type of chick you're hooking up with? Like, do you have to have General Tso's in case you're hooking up with like an Asian girl, or
No,
Does
just
it
make
have
it.
to
Just
be-
make it a buffet. Just throw that.
That
shit on
sounds
there.
like-
you know, no black girl's gonna let me put mayonnaise up there.
Your friend John and his
My friend John?
yes.
I don't have a friend named John.
So you used to have a friend named John.
Okay, what did he do?
Oh,
Oh, John. Yeah, that's that's a whole nother. That's what are you doing over there? We don't keep secrets here. Get rid of that stuff. We don't do that.
Oh no! I went ahead and I answered somebody back.
Oh, no, no.
I said jelly or syrup.
jelly or syrup.
Ask the first syrup.
Prison rules. Yeah, we went a little off board there.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's okay.
But you started it off at the whole
So-
thing by talking about sex toys.
So how's everyone's New Year's?
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's too hard of a left turn. We are not ready for that.
Yes, we
Let's
are.
go back to eating ass. New Year's, schmoo years.
So since
Okay.
we're talking about eating ass, have you ever ate ass before?
Have I ever? I've like. And then I went. No, I've got a little in there.
Mhm.
I've got somewhat. I've tried it, and I was like, do I like it? I don't hate it, but I don't like it. Is it? And it was like it was more uncomfortable. Like she was even kind of like, "Is this? Are you done? Like, is this? Where did you see this? Is this the movie that you watched? Is that why we're doing this? Are you enjoying this, or am I supposed to be enjoying this?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm just because if you don't try, you'll never."
It was
really
after
know."
Chips, wasn't it?
It was not. It was long before Chips. All right. Are you? I already know. Ass man or boob man, and I'm asking you, Dwayne, because I already know these guys. You're in either way. You don't care. Like you don't have like a. I'm definitely a boobies man. Yeah, I know. You can shake your head all you want at me. I'm a boobies man. I like the boobies. Like if I have to choose, if there's two chicks and we're at the bar and one's got like the padonkadonk and the other one's kind of just hello, then I'm going with up top. You can have
That
Big booty.
ass.
big booty, flat chest, or big boobs, no butt. You're going ass.
Ass.
No, not me. No, I like something to keep my hands occupied.
And I like something to keep me warm.
Flip her over.
And then whenever you cuddle, it's kind of like right there, so you're good.
That's if you get to be the big spoon.
Or I'm always the big spoon.
Is there a such thing as a medium spoon?
Wait, I apologize now in advance. Go ahead. No, I'm not apologizing for nothing. Yes. But yes, there is a thing called you're the big spoon.
No, okay. I'm cool. I like being the. Who wants to be the little spoon? Nobody. There's no good little spoon.
No.
That's not where anybody
Joel's
wants to
like, what the heck are we talking about?
be. Joel is actually not even in the show anymore.
He's
just
like,
I
I'm just
learned- I learned the
Joel's
past.
hiding behind the blue screen.
I learned
right
in the
now.
past, if I try to navigate around the skin, it ain't gonna work. If I navigate the skin, it's not gonna work. If I just close my eyes
Keep
and wait
quiet
to hit
until he
something,
puts-
Yep.
This is like dinner at the in-laws for Joel. Like you
Mm-hmm.
just keep quiet and wait for it all to be over.
We're
You
just
can't
having the salad with the
contribute.
appetizers. You have your ranch dressing. I have my French. Blue cheese. Ranch. See,
Blue
see,
cheese.
See?
Anything with cheese in it.
You've never seen it. This is great.
All right, so ask me, Joel.
boobs.
Yeah, 2 for boobs. 1 for ass and 1 for not committed. We win.
Yes.
Come on, Joel. Joel, don't leave me hanging. that was so reluctant. He did not want to do that at
I was
all.
reading the screen and then you realized, oh wait.
That's
Surprised
it.
there's no comments today.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of hard to top whatever we're getting into. So far, we've been eating ass and we've been cloning our willies. Favorite sex toy? Let's get back to that one because we really.
I think we're done with that one.
Oh, are we
Yeah,
not
we're-
doing? We're not talking about sex toys
No.
anymore. Okay. All right. Okay. You want to talk about New Year's now?
Yeah, so we can talk about New Year's now. Thank you.
Listen, New Year's actually we did Christmas dinner on New Year's, so I guess we technically did New Year's dinner.
Okay.
But I ate something that did not agree with me, and I had the worst gas. Did you ever like wake up in the middle of the night and go, "God, what died?" That was happening to me that night. Like I felt like I needed to send out apology letters to the neighbors. It was so bad. Like it was reeking. And it was so cold. Like you couldn't even open up. I couldn't even crack a window.
Did
Like,
you at least like have a courtesy and like use the bathroom like in the basement?
no. I woke up and went, "Ugh." Like it woke me up. Like I was asleep.
Oh, so you farted in your sleep?
Yes, and it was an SBD.
And do you do what?
SBD.
What's SBD?
Silent but deadly.
Ew. Was your wife in the bed with you?
You listen. We're not talking about that.
Oh, who was in the bed with you?
All by myself.
You gonna be all by yourself if
That's
you sitting
probably
there with,
why.
and your ass be smelling like that.
She walked in and went, "Nope."
In the words of the nerdy professor, you did take your ass out by the car wash.
I wish I would have had a bidet.
A bidet can't help you with that. You needed a hose.
So what did you guys do for New Year's?
I spent New Year's on my couch, eating pizza from my favorite pizza place and binge watching Law and Order Special Victims Unit. That's how I
Is that the one with Christopher Maloney?
Yes.
Have you guys been watching Happy?
I watched the first episode.
Oh my God, is that a good show? Have you seen Happy yet?
Uh-uh.
It's Christopher Maloney is he's more or less a retired. I don't know if he's retired. He's no longer a cop. He used to be like a New York. I believe it's New York. It is. Yeah, it's New York. He ends up. I won't give too much away. But he used to be a cop, and now he's no longer a cop. And it sounds really corny and it sounds stupid, but
Okay.
it works really well. This imaginary
Horse.
unicorn or horse or whatever comes to him and tells him that this little girl was kidnapped, and him and the imaginary unicorn have to go save this girl. Now that, by the way I tell it, sounds like, all right, maybe I'll watch. No, watch this show. It is so good. It's so screwed up and it's awesome, but it's like it's not a kid show by any means. Like it's definitely really messed up, but this figment of his imagination turns out to basically be real. So it's got like this sort of supernatural feel to it also, but it's real wild and real weird. And Christopher Maloney's awesome in everything he does too.
I'm gonna have to
But,
check this
oh,
out.
dude, you go. And Patton Oswalt is the voice, the
Yes.
comedian. Okay,
Okay.
he's the voice for Happy, which is the name of the I don't know what you call it, like the figment, imaginary, the
Imaginary
unicorn.
friend.
Yes, the imaginary friend. He's the voice of the imaginary friend. But like that's a little girl that gets kidnapped, and like so it's kind of like it's drama, but it's sci-fi,
Right.
and it's a little bit film noir, but with like a lot of violence to it also, but not so much. It's kind of like Sin City, but like a different watered down version of it. It's like a cable version of
At what
Sin.
channel does this come on?
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi?
It's also on
I watched
YouTube.
it I've been watching it on YouTube.
All right. Can I get it on Netflix?
No, you have to
Not
either go to the Sci-Fi channel or
No, it's
go,
only like 4 or 5 episodes in right now.
yeah, or you can
Okay.
actually go on YouTube and watch the episodes.
Yeah,
so.
you
All right, there we go. We'll do that.
But you should definitely check it out. It's an awesome show.
Okay. Yeah,
Just because I
that's-
love Christopher Maloney. Because I like anybody with a receding hairline that's famous. Like, those are my people. No, you're fine. Get out of here. What are you doing? Look at this. You got a nice, luxurious, full head of hair.
Mm-hmm. Every time I go
Look
to the
at this
barber, I'm
shit.
just like, is it gonna grow back the next time?
You know who my barber is?
Yeah.
Yes.
My
Barber
barber
shop's
has
right over there,
hair
actually.
on the side of it.
There you go. I don't know if I would look good bald. I think I could look like an irregular milk dud because this is not shaped.
Melted milk that.
This is not shaped like perfectly. Like take your hat off.
That's,
See, this is perfectly round head.
don't stop. Don't stop.
This, see, he likes this. This is a perfectly round head. He's going to need a sex toy.
My leg was going.
This right here, like, has like a little bit of dents and everything.
No.
So-
What, you have like finger weave going on up there?
No, it's just like It's like a little bit of flat piece right here and a little flat back there.
No, you're good.
Okay.
No waves, no nothing.
Well, how about this summer? This summer I'll shave it once and see what happens.
Listen, you give it a day, it'll grow back anyways.
Okay.
I shaved 2 days ago, a day ago,
Mhm.
day and a half ago.
Okay.
It comes where it grows in, it grows back in quick.
I'm just afraid. I'll watch it grow back in and then I'll like look like a donut.
Yeah. That's a lot of people that say like they say they shaved their head once and then that's when it didn't grow back.
Like a Krispy Kreme or something.
See, mine, and I have like the recede thing going on, but then I also have, let's see if the camera can get this one. I have the bald spot, and then I have like a little strip of hair, and I have another
Oh,
tiny
you got
little
that
bald
thing
spot.
right there.
I do. I have, it's like a bridge just of hair. And then there's like another little additional bald spot, just in case they cure it. My head's going, you know what though? They gotta cure it twice. There's no cure for baldness. Never will be.
I don't want your.
And for everything else, there's MasterCard.
I want to get that surgery where they take my pubes and put them on my head.
They really do that?
No, they don't do that.
No.
But they should. They'd make $1 billion.
Man, I have like some wavy locks going.
No, they have a thing where like they'll take like literally cut a strip of your head out and then like take all the hair follicles and stick them back into your
Just
head.
natural, just let it fall out.
That's
And
what I'm
Dave
saying.
joined us. Hey, Dave.
Wow. Dave came just in time for our pube head conversation. Thanks, Dave.
Hello, David.
So, what'd you do for New Year's, Dwayne?
I did nothing. I basically just hung out at a friend's house with my mom and Ann, just and then his daughter, and then her son, and watched the depressing hockey game because the Penguins are not playing very well. The ball dropped. And we were like, "Yeah, Happy New Year." Home. 12:15. Bed 12:30.
Hey.
12:35. Me and my girl were just out.
Hey.
I was like, "Hey," I'm like, "That's." I mean, when I
did
was
you
younger,
count
I
down the
was
ball drop?
What's that?
Did you count down for the ball drop?
I didn't even watch it. No, I flipped over to see Mariah.
To see Mariah.
To see Mariah, and all I have to say is this: for the
You do
conditions,
love Mariah.
I do love her. For the conditions that she had to go ahead and sing in, and coming from a singer who had to go, and you're singing in that cold of weather, she did not do a bad job. She didn't. For what she had to go ahead and deal with. And I was happy that she was covered up, even though she had to put on the fur to go to cover up that outfit that she had on. So, baby steps.
Right.
So I'm just like, you did well. And I'm just like, I'll just go ahead and leave it at that.
It's
And then,
better than last year.
thank you.
Did
It
you
was
come
better
down for
last
the
year.
ball drop?
And she
Actually,
did go ahead and sing
we did.
live. But the thing that I can't understand is that people will go ahead and ripping on her. They're just like, oh my goodness, she went ahead and she sounded awful. I'm just like, but didn't they not just go show Britney Spears that she was lip singing the entire time and she was dancing like a robot?
But then the same people will go, "Oh well," and I don't get this. Like, I actually posed this question to everybody New Year's night because I noticed Britney was up there
Yeah,
doing
like,
what she
dude,
does
this
and lip
yeah.
syncing, and I was like, when did it become the norm that you're supposed to expect a performer to be lip syncing and just
Professional.
like you're there, and then people are like, "Oh, well, you're there for the dance and the spectacle." Like, well, I want to hear him sing too. Like,
Exactly. If you paid that much money to see Britney Spears on the stage, you better be singing something.
like,
What was that DJ you went to see where he just basically hit play and act like he was scratching?
oh,
And then,
man,
like, the whole
kidding me?
thing.
I cannot even remember that. This is probably like 04 or 05, and I was still like pretty deep into electronic music. And my friend Birdman, who actually is a drum and bass DJ, we went to the place up in Squirrel Hill, and he's like, this DJ is coming from the UK. He plays house music, and I remember like kind of hearing about him. And he's telling me about him. Dude was like a legend, and I'm like, what's he doing in Squirrel Hill in this little podunk bar? I'm like, we gotta go.
Right.
So we go, and he's up there doing his thing. A couple people play before him. It's all right. Then he goes up, he plays, and I'm like, something's wrong. I keep kind of looking up at the stage, and he's not doing anything that even resembles like what he should be doing. And
Just like when ZZ Top lip syncs.
as it turns out, he actually had a set list that he actually performed at his home studio, and he was going around touring
Oh my
and
god.
putting that on and then passing it off as a live show in it.
And he was getting paid to do that.
A good amount of money.
That's awesome.
That's
great.
awful.
What's the term?
I wouldn't even know to look. That's probably why, because most of the people there are probably just so oblivious to that even happening. Like, you know, because you're into that world. But like people like me are just like,
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And then, to make matters worse, he was actually questioned about it and called out on it after the set, and he pulled the, well, everybody knows I'm capable of doing this, and it's just me being here in my presence, and it was almost the same thing as like the performance, and I was like, but here's the thing, I'm like, you weren't performing. I'm like, I got your CDs at home, bro. Like, I can sit at home and listen to them, and
You
I
could have
was
went ahead and
saving
copied
my
that.
money.
You could have copied that and threw that up on iTunes.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, here you go.
And so, yeah, bad experience.
Yeah, we're not all honored by your presence there, Paris Hilton.
Joe, don't ever do that again.
What did I do? This?
Yeah.
That's my EDM move.
In the words of Gloria Estefan, the rhythm is going to get you. Just not today. It's okay.
Oh, me. I actually fell asleep before New Year, like as the count. I can't remember what time it was. I worked a crazy week that week up to, and I was just exhausted. And I went to go lay down for a little bit, thinking if I get a little quick nap in, then I can wake up and then count down with the kids and everything. And at midnight, do you do the thing where like you take the pots and the pans and you clink and you bang them all together? Do you guys do that? Is that just,
No.
no. It's just our
My
family.
house is clean. Them pots are just stand up in that cupboard. Shoot.
Maybe it's a
You
poor
take it-
people thing, but like that's what we like. Where I
take
grew
it-
up, like we did that. You took a like if you didn't have like all the noise makers and stuff like that, you would take pots and pans. You go out on the front porch and like whenever I was a kid.
I'm like Dwayne. We started to do your
Where's
office
it?
peace.
Let's ask the audience here. Does anybody else do that? Like, what do you guys do? Is everybody? What do you got? Well, we couldn't afford noisemakers. Man.
Oh, we could afford noisemakers, but if you take that stuff out, you got to put it back up in there.
See, no, we take them out. We would ding 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 gong, 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 gong. Well, that's how I woke up at midnight. With scared the bejesus out of me. I'm
Tara
dead
said she
asleep.
did that growing up.
Tara did?
Mhm.
Thank you.
No.
Dave said no.
Thank
Dave's
you.
a liar. Dave's from a rich neighborhood. We're not listening to Dave.
He lives in Butler.
Dave knows both of his parents. Talking about the poor people here. My people.
So we did for New Year's. We went to our friends Laura and Jonas. They had a small party, and we actually watched a countdown on the phone for when it was New Year's. Didn't want to bother watching the ball drop because after last year's catastrophe, why?
Last year wasn't like great, but it wasn't bad. I can't remember which. It was like 4 years ago, whenever Dick Clark was still doing it. Do you remember this? Whenever he was counting down, and he was like 10, 7, 14.
Ooh.
Do you remember this?
Yeah.
It was bad. Oh, it was real bad. Everybody else is going 9, 8, 7. He's like 4, 6, 12. Like he was just throwing numbers out. Like he had a stroke or something before it all went down. It was bad. Then that was his last year doing it, obviously.
Bernie said that's why there's handguns and fireworks.
That's who's what now?
The bang and pans. That's why there's handguns and fireworks.
That's why there's handguns and fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
That's
of people use fireworks instead of the pots and pans.
But
I lived out in
handguns?
Curtisville.
Where you be living at that you firing off some handguns?
Aren't you from the
What's
country?
wrong with you, be Jesus?
We do
Handguns.
handguns. Okay, that
Yeah,
was,
let me tell you
Those
something.
guns in my-
You go outside and
well,
fire
those
off a handgun, you be all right. I fire off a handgun, every
be
police
all right.
department in the surrounding district will be there picking my ass up.
No, I don't remember. We never did. It was never guns. But I lived like inner city too, so like,
Apparently, you
that
can do it in
was
Latrobe.
What's that?
Latrobe.
You can do it in Latrobe.
Oh, you can do that as a trope. Come out to Long Branch and do that.
Isn't that the country? Don't you live out in the boonies?
Yeah, I live out in the boonies, but we are the only black people that live out in the boonies.
He is the black family of Roscoe.
Exactly. If you go to where I live at and look up on Wikipedia, it said that 0.9% is black, and that's my family. And it's funny, like I'm not even laughing. We are the only family that goes and lives out there.
We're each a third.
Mm-hmm. And it might be lower down. Me and my brother don't live there anymore. But it's to update the census on it.
Down to
But,
0.3.
oh my goodness.
That's funny.
It is, but
See, the neighborhood I grew up in, like white people were the minority in the neighborhood I grew up in. Like I'm not even joking. Like I just
What's
yes,
that like?
I swear to you. Like
yeah, what's that like?
Well, no, I mean it's not like okay. Like you both grew up in a neighborhood where you were the black guy. Like you were the
No,
one.
there's
Like,
5 of us.
Oh, well, there was a few more than 5 white people.
There was 3 of us: me, my dad, my brother. Go ahead.
But like in my neighborhood, it wasn't quite that, but it was like 30% white, 70% black.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was like 69% or something because there was at least like the one Indian family.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were the true minority. There was probably like an Asian kid or something too, but they blend into the background so you don't see them.
Okay.
Asian is camouflage in inner city, just so you know.
What?
It's enough of a mix that they don't. You're not on any. Nobody knows. You're like, which team are they on? You don't know. It's just all. They're just because they're camouflage.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
That's that. Yeah. It's a little racist tidbit for you. You're welcome. But yeah, I was like, I wasn't. It wasn't like that. There weren't any other white people. There just wasn't a lot of us. I knew all of them by name,
Really?
more or less.
Okay.
Can you prove it otherwise?
Okay.
Marty, Ricky, Danny, Terry, Mikey, Davey, Timmy, Tommy, Robbie, Joni, Jerry, Brian. I just made all that up.
It's like he's talking about the Jackson 5 over here.
Tito and Jermaine. Those aren't white people names.
Tito is not.
Tito's most definitely not a white people name.
Thank you.
Although, is Tito a black guy name either, really? Tito sounds more Hispanic to me.
Tito is a brand of homemade vodka that I enjoy.
This is my cousin Kamuchka.
Kamuchka?
Kamuchka.
Who?
That's a white people name.
Yeah, that is a white. No,
Isn't there a
Kamuchka.
wrestler, Tito Santana?
I think there is.
If I'm remembering that correctly. I believe he was
Some-
Mexican.
That's all right.
Tito.
Tito. Tito, also the band. Right, is it Tito the band? No.
Toto.
Toto's a band.
Roseanne.
Oh, is that the wrong band?
No, it's the same band.
No.
Rosanna and
And
Rain
Africa.
Falls in Africa.
Thank you.
Yep.
I thought I had it right.
And 99.
Yes.
Yep.
I think if we had a music trivia game, we would lose Joe because those two are into music.
Yeah, I'm not that good at it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought the band's name was Tito, so.
Toto.
Toto. I also thought Elvis wasn't racist.
We had this. Well, I don't know if he was or if he wasn't. That's what the report's going to say.
No,
All I said was that Elvis's song "Hound Dog" was a remake from Big Mama Mae Thornton's "Hound Dog," and they do not sound alike across the board.
Now
she was
I wanna hear Big Mama's version.
No, what's that?
I want to hear Big Mama's version. We can't now.
like-
We can, but we will later.
Elvis
And then
stole everything, though.
He did.
See, I didn't know this.
Carl Perkins. There is an artist called Carl Perkins, and the dude is an amazing guitar player, musician, singer, songwriter. Ugly as shit. Elvis came along, and they basically took Carl Perkins' look, everything, and were like,
Here you
"You're
go.
this guy now. Here you go." And like
Welcome
when
aboard.
you would ever like read like deep like interviews with Elvis, like he basically would state like, if there wasn't gospel and blues music and Carl Perkins, he was like, I'd be nobody.
Thank you.
All right.
Love Elvis,
No,
but I mean,
Carl
without-
Perkins, white guy, black guy.
white guy, who also
So he
Just-
did rip off everybody. Like Shakespeare. Shakespeare's notorious for stealing other people's work.
Speaking of that, I was asked to do a Shakespeare play, but I don't know if I should do it or
Which one?
Which play and which character?
not. Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh yes,
there you go.
Demetrius.
yes. I
Wasn't he like the smart ass who like loved he was
I
trying to
can't
get somebody to
remember
love
the
him.
names. I can't remember the names, but he was one of the other. I know the knight is incensed against thee, but nothing of the circumstance more. He's that guy.
I should do that.
There's
I love you. No, I love you. Okay, then you love me.
that's probably one of Shakespeare's better stolen plays. He gets all the credit from Romeo and Juliet, but Midsummer Night's Dream is probably one of the best ones he did, in my personal opinion.
I don't know if I should do that or not.
I can't remember the character's name, but in the movie, I want to say Michael Keaton played him, and he's just like this real sporadic, and I don't know if he's supposed to be drunk or crazy or what,
That's
but he's
right up my alley.
super over the top, and that's
That's me.
the one I want. I can't remember his name. It's gonna drive me nuts.
So I play. No, at least I wouldn't be a hoe.
Well, you might still be.
Okay.
You can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
Use a hoe.
You the hoe.
All right, Joel. We need more to talk about, or else we're gonna get back into sex toys again.
Okay. This shitty weather.
Oh,
Let me
jeez.
tell you something.
Okay, you've piqued our interest.
this weather is not good for our manhood.
No. I think I became an innie last week. It was so cold. And I'm working outside in this, and we started off, I showed up to work the one day, and it's like -2, but with the wind chill, it was like -23 or something like that. It was, that's not an exaggeration. That was legitimately the numbers. And so I'm driving around this big honking truck, and we have the box on the back of it has these big metal legs that we have to lift and put inside. So you put the legs, you stow them away underneath the box, and so but to grab you have to pick up metal legs, and so you're grabbing and instant freeze.
Right.
So I'm literally, my teeth are chattering, my hands are like claws, like I can't bend my fingers, they're so cold. I'm aching so bad, so I hurry up and I slap all this stuff in, and I go run inside. Well, my boss, which he never ever comes to the store, they happened to come to the store that day, and so he's walking up. I'm like, this is inhumane out there, and he's like, oh, what are you talking about? It's warmer than it has been the past couple of days, and I'm like, no, not according to the temperature,
Right.
which is what we are using to gauge how friggin' cold it is outside.
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling me it's warmer now. But I'm like, I don't care even if that were true, it's still too
But
cold.
here's the
to be
problem.
outside.
You just had to take that metal thing out, right?
Mhm.
That metal is freezing. The second you touch that metal, it sucks the heat out of your body.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and it was. I mean,
Have you ever changed a tire in 0-degree weather?
actually, you know what? Driving here
Get a
today,
flat tire whenever I leave.
on my way here today, like as I was coming in, my car is literally dragging. Like I'm pressing the gas all the way down, and I'm going the speed limit. I'm going, but I'm like I can feel like it doesn't have that same oomph to it.
Right.
So I stop at one of the gas stations and 2 air pumps, and both of them down. So I go, well, crap. And I figured just their stuff. So I go to, there's another gas station just a couple miles down. So I go to hit the other gas station. Their air pump's down. It's too cold for the air pumps to work right now.
Exactly.
So luckily I have one, like a little portable one in my car. It just takes forever to go.
Right.
So I hook up all 4 of my tires were under like 27, was the highest. And my tires pump up to 40.
Wow.
Yes. So I had to pump all 4 of my tires up before I came here. That's why thought I was going to be late. But yeah, that's how cold it is, that the air inside my tires literally condensed.
I think
down.
it's if every 10 degrees you lose a PSI of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
My tires were flat then. Because it's bitter outside.
Well, I'm convinced my dad's out to make me freeze to death. So last Sunday, I woke up, I'm like, I'm not leaving my house. I'm going to stay here till I have to go to the New Year's party.
Mm-hmm.
Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, can you come plow the driveway? Your mom's coming home from Florida. I'm like, fine. Go out, plow the driveway, do all this work outside, freezing.
Mom should have stayed in Florida.
Well, she had to come back to go to work.
Have to, schmack to.
Mm-hmm.
So then, screw you, Bernie. It
Yeah,
hit
Bernie.
low 28 degrees in Atlanta tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yesterday, I'm out in Youngwood for Toastmaster training. Phone call. I need help with the doghouse. We gotta replace the heater in there. I'm like, okay. I get out to the house,
You have
like,
a heater in the doghouse?
yes,
Your dog is
Yeah.
treated better than you are.
yes,
Dude, that's even more inhumane.
exactly.
You have to go freeze so that the dog doesn't.
So we had to put an addition onto the doghouse and put a bigger heater in. So we went out to Lowe's, bought all this crap, cut all this crap. So for years, my dad was yelling at me about wearing gloves and using a screw gun. You can't do it. So I take the gloves off. I'm doing it. He goes, why take your gloves off to use a screw gun? I lost my shit.
What?
Rest of the day, I was just sarcastic as hell. He's like, why are you talking back? I'm like, because I'm sick of your crap. I can't feel my toes. I can't feel my legs because you want the dog to stay warm.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joel's dad beat him, took him right over his knee and spanked him.
See, Brady just said you lied. Kids ain't been to school in a week. Ignorance is proliferating in the city. You know what? I have to agree with you. I remember whenever it used to go to be this cold, and my mother would literally take our jackets and throw them in the dryer, get for like 10 or 15 minutes, get them warm enough, put the jackets on you, and stand outside. You're only going to be out there for maybe
Oh, that
10 or
must have
10
been
minutes.
nice. I just put my cool jacket on and went outside because if I didn't get my ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
What's
They
proliferating mean?
canceled school everywhere the other
Yes.
day because it was so cold. I
That was
like,
the day that
You know
I was-
why?
Yeah.
Because kids are too stupid to put a jacket on.
I was like, they do that
Yeah.
now? Like,
Yeah.
that's something new. I was never, ever
I
aware of
don't,
that.
I don't remember us really getting, like, they call off school in most areas with less now than they did whenever we were kids.
Right.
But my kids go to Moon area, and Moon is like notorious for not giving. Like every other school is called off, and Moon is like, no, we're gonna let them tough it out.
Yeah.
They're old school that way. But even Moon area was shut down. Was that Friday or something? Friday?
It's Friday.
Friday.
In California, I was just going to say California high school, the high school that I used to go to, the new superintendent thing. 'cause there's
Cal
al-
PA.
Cal
not
PA,
California,
yes.
California.
It's
By the way,
already,
Laura joined us.
I was going to just say this out there because everybody, when I knew about it, their superintendent went ahead and finally went ahead, I believe and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, he finally went ahead and canceled school Friday because his thing was that he's not going to go ahead and have delays for school if it wasn't too cold. And the surrounding schools, they would be canceled because of it, and California was just on, we're just going to go and do it. And I guess finally he kind of,
Manned up.
yeah, I don't know what had happened there, what had changed his mind, but I'm sure it was probably some parents calling about it.
Oh, I'm sure. At a certain point, you have to. If you're in that position, you have to. I mean, like I get like you don't. You're up against. You can only give so many days, and the kids have to. Because either way, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you give them too many days off, then the parents are going, "Why are my kids so far behind?" Or
Right.
they're saying, "How come we have to go later into the school
Right,
year or
it's
whatever?"
like June the 24th and my kid's still in school. So.
Right, right. So I get where they work against that, because like, and that's one thing. Like I was saying, my kids don't get days off school, but they're done earlier, like a week or so earlier than pretty much all the other schools around in our
To
area.
add to that, like somebody had mentioned to me, and I don't know if this is true or not, so if somebody, pipe in on this, that legally, if there's too many days of school that the kids went ahead and they missed, that they could go ahead and actually go ahead and make them go to school on Saturdays. Is that true?
I don't know about
No
that.
clue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that. I've never seen that been implemented before, but
yeah, I can't imagine people would lose their mind. We're too entitled at this point in time. Like maybe back when we were kids, that might got away with. They could do something like that.
Yeah.
Like if they said to my mom, Joe has to start going to school on Saturdays, my mom'd be like, thank God, one less day with him.
Mhm.
But nowadays, if they said you have to go, oh, I can't, my schedule and I'm too busy and I can't, but you can't do that to my kids. They have rights too. Damn it! Like parents are just, they would lose their minds over something like that.
Kids, take your ass on to school.
Dave said it's a matter of instructional hours.
Instructional hours? Is that what? Okay.
Our school actually used to.
Thanks, Dave.
They wouldn't want to call off. Like I remember the one time, and I don't even know how they got away with this because this had to be highly illegal. One of like the main pipes in the high school burst, so they had us come in and go through the school day until like I think it was like 11:15 or 11:30. Then it could
Yeah,
technically be
yeah, half
considered
day.
a whole day, a
Right.
school day.
Oh.
And then they were like, the principal came up over the thing between periods and was like, everybody go home. And we were like, oh. And then like, they actually did it a second day. And then finally they got the shit fixed. And they were like, oh, well, that's done with. But
Dave said unless hours are forgiven at the state level due to emergency status.
Okay, so we're going to depend on
Okay.
basically the situation. So, okay.
Bernie also said his hair used to freeze at the bus stop waiting for the bus to come.
That's how I lost mine.
His what?
His hair.
Oh,
You
we
ever
have
get,
to
you ever
worry
get the
about
ice boogers? Do you ever get
No.
the stalagmites or stalactites? Which ones are the ones that go down?
Tights are down.
Tights are
Tights are
down.
down. Ooh,
You ever get tight nose?
no.
You ever got booger sickles?
That's why you wear a face mask.
You know what though? And this
Yeah,
is one
that's
thing
what
I
a face
thought
mask
about
is.
getting a face mask, like because right now I'm working outside. I get there, I take furniture off the truck, I carry it in, I set it down in people's homes, then I walk back out. But can you imagine? It's 7 a.m. in the morning, and your doorbell ding dong, and you answer your door, and I'm standing there in a ski mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you? And you're half asleep, you're all groggy, and you're this little old lady, and you see my ass, my 6-foot ass, standing in front of your door, going, "Can I come in?" Yeah, that's whenever you get the police called on you.
Well, just make sure you wear the face mask that goes that has your business written right across the
I don't think that's gonna say. You know what? No, I'll just. And here's the thing: my face doesn't usually get too cold. My fingers freeze up. Like it doesn't have to even be cold for my hands to get cold. I'm all man except for my fingers. My fingers are. I have the fingers of a delicate petite woman, of a skinny white chick. This is no. Go ahead, get in there. Go ahead, yeah. Dude, you have monster hands. Look at the size of your hands.
They do. I do have big
Holy
hands.
crap! Look at that.
Yep.
I mean, they're like you got like
Yep.
You got a thumb above my finger there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even all the way down. Like, that's matched up.
That's matched up.
You got a whole extra knuckle than me. Our thumbs are the same size, and I hear that's something to do with penis ratio.
Really?
Twins!
It is.
I'm like, man, it's that tight? No, but your index finger, you're like, all your fingers are like that on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So can you do that?
What are we trying to do?
Like this?
This?
You put your hands down.
No.
It's like an instructional.
And then
Nope,
you go
can't
like
do it.
You go there. See, you said I'll take that. We'll take that today.
Nope.
Is that
I'll
your
take
goal?
that.
That's good.
I'm good.
Okay. You never learned that as a kid? Can you
Really?
pat your head and rub your stomach?
We did this last time.
Did we?
Yeah, we all qualified.
Oh, yeah, we
in
did.
that.
Bark like a dog. Woof, woof. Big dog. Woof, woof.
How about one leg?
Yeah, how about, thank you. Speaking of that movie, do you know that they went ahead and it's online that every single person in that movie signed on to do the
This
Coming to America
sequel,
2?
yep.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Coming to America 2. It is coming.
That's
and
gonna
I
be
cannot
amazing.
wait. That is a let's go to Lowe's reserve seating, get my expensive popcorn. You keep your fingers out of my popcorn bowl, Joel. Night.
What?
First of all, I don't eat popcorn, so you won't have an issue with me. But the theater out now.
Wait. You don't eat popcorn?
Girl.
What?
Popcorn is nasty.
Oh no,
I
the
don't like the
greasier the better.
taste.
Like I want to have it on my hands and wipe it on the bottom of the seat.
You know that
Oh,
butter
no.
thing now? You put the stick of butter in and it melts it as it sprays.
No, I don't
Shut
like
the
that.
front door.
No, I don't like the smell of popcorn. I don't like the taste of popcorn. I don't like popcorn.
If anyone would like to go to purchase that for me, my birthday is coming up to February the 1st. If you forget what my birthday is, just remember it's the first day of Black History Month. Please and thank you.
How come there's no White History Month?
Oh no.
No, go ahead. All right, let's do that. I'm ready. We'll get this one rolling.
Joe, Joe. First of all, you black. Dwayne, you black too.
He didn't need your permission.
That's true.
I actually need to be let in.
Yes.
Like a vampire.
You're black. Dwayne.
Like a black vampire.
You're fine.
White vampire?
All the
What
people,
kind of
all the
vampire?
people that are on this, all 7 people that are watching this right now, you're all black too.
We really only have 7 people. No, we have way more than 7 people.
Oh, we have 7 right now.
There's 7 right now. All 7 of you are black. Congratulations.
We have more people in this room than are watching.
Can you count?
What's that?
Can you count?
I'm
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Listen,
8, 9,
7
10,
people have it
11,
playing at
12.
home. That doesn't mean all 7 people are watching it. Somebody clearly, probably turned on their Facebook and went to go make a
And
sandwich.
Tara said, "Joe, you stupid."
I know 7 is more than 4. I'm just saying that I don't know what the percentage is. We're 50% of our audience is in this. No, that's still not right. 30-some percent. Go ahead, do the math on it. 33 point.
I'm not bothering because you're wrong.
You need Jesus
I'm
and a
just saying.
Texas instrument.
A
right
high.
now.
I did TI-82 to figure this one out. Saying that there's a large portion of our audience is not watching us because they're on the show. Is all I'm saying.
Not true.
Huge chunk of our audience. We really only have 7. We usually get like 150 on these.
No,
things.
throughout the entire episode we get 150 or 200.
All right.
But consistently, this is the highest we've ever had consistently.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Nobody's tuned us out yet.
Oh, a bunch of people tuned us out. I'm just saying we got seven people that's still here.
Like, what in the world is all this?
All right. That's not a great number though. Like I thought we had way more than that.
When it comes to unique views, we have a ton.
No, well, maybe
But who's going to sit here and listen for an entire hour?
Yeah, no. I don't even
Tara-
want to listen to us for an entire hour, and I'm
Tara,
one of us.
Tara's going to Wahlberg's.
I'm almost 30% of us.
I was at Walmart this morning.
She going to
What's
Wahlberg's?
Wahlberg's.
Oh, Wahlberg.
Wahlburgers. Wahlburgers. Yes.
Oh, my girlfriend wants to go there. I actually would like to go there.
I know.
I heard it's good.
Is it good?
I heard it's good.
It's good?
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Okay.
I'd like to go. Let's go to
No,
Wahlberg.
I
Where is
do- I do
Wahlberg?
enjoy a tasty burger.
That's not, is that on like the north side?
Is it on the north side?
Is Ann still watching? She
Are
would know
you
where this is.
are you watching the show while we're filming the show? I'm talking to you. Joel's not even.
What are we doing?
Is there anything cranberry or Wexler?
There's too much going on here. I'm trying to read.
Where's Wahlburgers?
I don't know. Give it 14 seconds.
Is Donnie gonna be there? Marky Mark? Is Marky Mark gonna be there? I can't name any other Wahlburgers.
I'll never
Wahlberg's is located at 6242 Northway Mall Drive in Pittsburgh, PA.
Northway Mall.
Northway Mall. Where's
Yeah.
Is that North Hills?
Northway Mall Drive.
Northway Mall Drive.
That is out in.
East Jabumfuck.
Oh, it's on off
Oh,
McKnight Road.
It's
Yeah.
in North Hills. Yeah, and
And Northway Mall's the
So
one that used to
apparently-
have that really banging arcade
The old
in it,
Northway
right
Mall.
across from, yeah.
apparently the comments
Yeah.
aren't scrolling on my computer. I'm like, why are you getting all these comments? I'm not.
It's in that little plaza where DSW and Marshalls is at.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in North Hills, the old Northway Mall.
Ah, yeah,
And-
that Northway Mall used to have a really sweet arcade in it.
Mhm.
It's across from Ross Park Mall, which is
Oh,
Wow, something else
okay,
nowadays.
yeah, no, I know. All right, I know what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
there used to be a really nice movie theater in there too. I don't know if it's still there.
No, that's down the street.
That's the one that's further down.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, if Donnie's there, Tara, I'm going to kill Donnie.
Exactly. Thank you.
When did Donnie become the good-looking Wahlburger? By the way, like I've met a lot of chicks that think Donnie is like a good-looking dude, and I've only seen him on like a couple movies and shows and stuff, but he is like, he looks like he got beat with the ugly stick. He looks like he fell out of the ugly tree.
I think it's the hair.
Is it?
And like the way he carries himself, because to me,
So
he
here we
almost,
have-
like they look similar, but he just looks like an older version. Like Marky Mark stopped
Right.
aging at some
Ooh.
point, and Donnie kept aging.
I get like chicks who think Marky Mark is good-looking. Like I can understand
Hot
that.
chocolate, heated
Which-
chocolate spray gun.
I already got one of those.
Heated chocolate spray.
$500.
$500 for a heated. I already got a heated chocolate spray gun. Okay.
They have a butter gun.
I just got that.
Yeah, yes. They have a butter gun, but he has a heated chocolate spray gun, and it's $500.
Where did that come from?
What?
Why? How did that
Bernie-
even show
Bernie
up?
sent it in.
A heated chocolate spray gun.
Well, there's an olive oil one, but there's got to be a butter one. I know I saw the butter one.
I'm sure you could use the butter one.
Oh,
The
that
butter
butter
in the
was.
olive oil
Wait.
one or something.
Yeah. I hope not.
I hope they didn't hear that one because that could get me in a lot of trouble.
No, don't worry about it. It's
You
cool.
can say it if you want. I'm not saying
He
it.
asked if it was for blackface. If it was, you'd probably lick it off, though.
That is inappropriate.
I would just put
Yeah.
chocolate on everything.
Right?
One of those guns.
Let me spray my arms.
We
Butter
combine the chocolate spray gun with the bidet.
Mm.
Well, that didn't work.
And then you get your chocolate ass mold.
There you go.
There's your clone of Willie.
And we can go ahead and fill them with peanut butter, chocolate nougat, Nutella. We can even throw some M&Ms up in there.
What would you need to spray chocolate with a spray gun for? Like what? I can't even imagine a
Well,
scenario. where
Maybe
you do
cake
that.
decoration.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
All right.
Bernie
How
found
big
it.
is a cake that you need to? Okay, all right. I don't know. I'm not saying it wouldn't have its uses. I'm just saying off the top of my head. I
Like
can't think of it.
that thing looked pretty.
That's a
okay.
butter
It's a
dispenser.
butter
Yeah.
dispenser.
Oh, corn
Well,
on
the
the
one I'm
cob.
talking about has it is like the olive oil one, where you actually spray it. It heats the butter and sends it and
Oh,
shoots it
shit.
out.
They
Front
link this
door.
to the so like the audience watching later on can actually
Of course not.
look up this stuff. What?
Wow.
Oh, we always make references that people don't understand.
Next month I'll have it set up.
That sounds good, though.
Corn on the cob?
Yeah.
Chocolate covered corn on the cob.
No, that's trite.
Trifling. I haven't heard the word trifling since 1984.
Well, you will hear it in 2018. Trifling.
You're bringing it
That's
back.
nasty.
So that you could spray the butter on your popcorn and then keep the butter on the popcorn with some chocolate, kind of like put a shell around it.
Speaking of that, next time you get popcorn, put the butter on it, and then dump. You know what goobers are?
Yeah.
Dump a box of
The,
goobers.
the gummy things, right?
No, they're chocolate covered peanuts.
I thought you might
Okay.
have M&Ms in them.
Is it? Or M&M's in. But you take one of those and you dump those in there, and then it goes ahead and melts, and then like all the popcorn starts to like clump together in clumps.
Terrence, if
They
you need
have-
to ask, you never done it.
I don't know, so it's almost like one of them Reese's like bags they got out now that have
Right.
like the popcorn and like the Reese's pieces
Remember when
and
we
stuff.
see the
like
Last Dragon
Right.
showing and we were eating popcorn with the chopsticks?
Yep. That was a good time.
Yeah.
I could read that book again. We got to email that dude. That we actually have to email Timeout
Mm-hmm.
and get that dude's name again. That was the production manager of that play. Because I still want to see that thing.
Yeah, so do I.
And he said
Which
that that
play are
dude
we
has.
talking about?
So The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy.
Oh, okay, yes.
So
okay,
I
know
guess
what you're
like
talking about. Are you
great
familiar
movie
with this?
cult classic.
Is it
Yes,
Black
called Black.
Exploitation,
Have you seen the Jonesy?
Jackie Chan
What
thing
is that
going
again?
The Last Dragon?
Are you tweeting someone right now?
Yes, I am. I'm
We are
talking
in
back
the
to them.
middle of a show.
I know. They're coming up on the screen. I'm talking right back to them. They're loving it.
He's over here getting Tinder matches and shit.
Hey. If it ain't easy,
kind of-
but it sure is fun. What's that? Don't hate.
Have you seen the movie The Last Dragon?
Yes.
Okay, cult classic.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
we
the
met
only one.
we met T Mac last year.
Really?
Yeah,
Kind of jealous about that.
he was down at the Dormont Theater. They had a private showing.
Yes. That Dormont Theater, I missed that spot. I used to go there and people were going to go in and see the other side of me there, but I used to go there and they would have that thing on Sundays where you pay like $20 or $30 and you'd get like breakfast and you go and watch the movie.
Oh, like the brunch thing,
Yes.
yeah.
And I'm ashamed to go.
Here
to
we
see it.
go.
I like Gone with the Wind. I would go there.
That's
How do you know that's the other side of you? That's the only side I know of. This is for the audience because they're not watching this.
Well, actually, the links in the comments so they can look at it.
This is
So this is the butter spray.
you put the stick of butter in there.
Come on, Nelly.
It's all frozen
What
up.
loading? Oh, we are
Now I
streaming
feel
too.
like eating
Wow, look how amazing. That's beautiful. I'm trying to keep up with what's going to happen because right now we're doing
They got that good old butter. They got that good
Kerrygold is
old
the
butter
best
there.
butter. Kerrygold is the best damn butter ever.
Be spraying that stuff on some toast. 'Cause I want to lather that butter on the toast. Okay, let's be real.
No, you want the spray for the popcorn.
Yeah, spray for the popcorn. Spray on top of the vegetables. The question is, how
That
much
looks like a sex toy.
it does. Buy your butter.
See, now it even sounds sexy.
Now, how much is that contraption? I'd say about
That's fine.
$100.
I'm gonna say 40.
3 payments of $19.99.
Okay. Survey says
Oh, it was on Shark Tank. I hope that person got a contract.
Oh, they have the.
Come on.
What's the gift pack?
We want to know the individual.
$129?
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I might just go back and just melting butter in a bowl and just drowning things in it. I mean, wait for that price.
Be
So,
done with it.
You know what I've done? I bought a heat gun to put for shrink wrap.
Mm-hmm.
I've
He
heat
just
gun.
melts his butter like that.
I've heat gun butter before.
Goodness. But there is a way that they said that you can go ahead and do that because if you put butter on the popcorn, like it wilts up,
Mhm.
you're supposed to like make the butter and then like let it cool and then skim the whatever is
Oh,
on
yeah.
the top of it,
Mhm.
and then you can go to use the rest of it and we'll go to wilt it.
Where can we just get like the thing they have at the movie theater that just shoots out the steaming hot butter?
The oil.
Yes.
You know what? You can actually go
You
ahead and
can
get the
buy
movie.
those?
You can get that, or you can just buy the movie theater butter, and I'm going to show you exactly what the name of it is.
Is it like the spray stuff?
It's not. It's the actual oil that you go to. It's an oil that you go to put on there.
It's not legit butter.
No,
No, it's
fake
just
butter.
oil. Yeah.
It's a butter substitute.
Um,
I rather butter.
And
It's
you can
butter
actually
enough.
buy it at Walmart because this
Other
is where I
butter.
go to buy my stuff at. And
You can
it's
Walmart popcorn butter.
yes, you can. No. It's a
Wait, is this real butter or is this like butter flavored lube? Because we know you're into that. You put on top of your chicken flavored lube.
I'm gonna put that on me. There is the
I noticed
oil.
you're extra shiny today.
Where is it? This company makes it and they sell it at Walmart, and I buy it all the time
Oh, I can't believe it's not popcorn.
because I'm like a popcorn fiend, and it is.
I got a whirly pop thing in the kitchen.
Come on, where is
Whirly
it?
Pop's it makes the popcorn. Right?
Yeah.
Now we gotta
You
get.
put the
There it
popcorn in
is.
the steel container, and you actually crank the handle.
There you go.
Colonel Seasons movie theater butter oil.
Yes,
Okay.
and I buy this stuff, and it tastes just like the butter in the movie theater.
You talk about a lot of unhealthy stuff for as healthy as you are.
Yep, that's because there's still a fat guy inside of me.
Trying to get out.
There's nothing about talking about it. I just don't execute it.
Okay.
There we go.
Isn't this like having an addiction though? Like, shouldn't you like if you're an alcoholic, you stay out of the bar. If
Mhm.
you're like a porn addict, then you don't like you don't get Cinemax channel or whatever. Like if you're a recovered foodaholic,
It's okay.
then maybe you should spend a little less time on Pinterest or something.
It's okay to go ahead and talk about it. Just don't do the action of it.
All right, as long as you can.
You can go ahead and talk about the alcohol.
You can express the willpower then.
Yes, I can.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Wait till we all go out to go to eat. I'm going to go to tell you exactly what you're putting into your system.
Oh,
We're good.
Jonesy's always making recommendations of what I should put inside myself.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna buy him that butt plug that you can go to put up inside you that you can go to control from your cell phone. It'd be like Joel will be walking back.
Nope. No. Nothing.
Just a touch
Nothing.
of love,
Listen, I'll try the bidet. We can go back to talking about waxing my chest again if you guys want to. But we are not putting anything inside of my keister.
Okay, so we won't put anything inside of there, but we're going to get that chocolate gun.
And
we're
Bernie
going to make
is
molds
going to
of
get
your
our
anus.
superstar.
And we're going to
You
make
can use it to wax my butthole.
No, we're going to make little chocolate drops. There we go. Oh, is that what you're talking about?
I would pay $135 to have that in my
Bernie
house.
is our super fan of the day.
So look at this. Now it's almost the same price as that little the dildo butter spray.
Oh, do they sell the stuff to go and put inside of that?
Well, usually they're
Probably could just
Wait,
use
they got
that
the
oil.
popcorn machine? Or is that a nacho machine?
that's nacho.
That's a nacho.
All three of those.
What's the
Nacho.
heat lamp thing? Oh look! There's a
There's a little
$16 butter spray thing instead.
There we go. I want that hot dog thing, man. I could. Ooh,
That's a lot of hot dogs.
man.
Did I ever share the hot dog machine I bought?
No.
I got
Dude,
this.
I remember during college we used to go to Sheetz after having a good night of partying. Yeah. And I'd be like,
The hot dog hero.
Yep.
yeah. Give me that hot dog that's been like on the back and it's been rolling around for like the past 9 hours. It's all crusty and
No,
everything.
not that one.
Hot Dog Hero was actually Jonesy's nickname in college.
More like footlong.
Like at the ballpark.
That's
There
right.
we go.
There it is.
Are you serious?
And here's the best part is when it's done, it barks.
Are you serious? I got to have that. See, I've seen the one that looks like a toaster, but I have never seen
I like
that.
the one that the toaster one that like you put the hot dog and you can put the bun inside and you put
Yep.
it down. It cooks the hot dog and it the retro pop up hot dog toaster. $30.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday's in April. Okay.
I'll buy
History
you one.
Month.
I got the hot
I
dog.
will buy you one.
I got the hot
Look,
dog.
they even
here.
have a white cell. I'll buy you something from that.
I got the hot dog here for like $10 at the Mills a couple years ago. But it's so funny. You put the hot dogs in, and it's sitting here.
Are you serious?
Yes. It barks when
You
it's
just-
done.
Does it heat the buns up too or not?
It just does hot dogs.
You just put a little water in the bottom,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a little tray right there, and you set the hot dogs in.
And it
Close that
steams
thing
them.
up, and it's like 3 minutes later. See, and they're very good hot dogs,
Uh-huh.
and we ate thousands of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, Joe? Which one do you want? We'll go get this for you.
No,
for
no,
your
no,
birthday.
forget the dog one. I like the one that does the buns and hot dog together.
Okay, we're gonna get you one.
That's
How's
what I'm
that?
talking about.
Okay.
Look at that thing. I'm getting hungry now. Like I want to end the show so we can go eat something.
Yes.
I want to go to Wahlburgers.
I want a salad.
I want to go get a salad at Wahlburgers.
Apparently, we're going to do a live stream at Dragon Con according to Bernie. Cause
We're doing what in drag?
a Dragon Con.
A Dragon Con.
He wants us
Oh.
to bring him 2 death dogs from and 2 jalapeno cheese hot dog pretzels from.
Oh,
Sheetz.
it's on. I'm in. Jalapeno cheese hot pretzels. Flavored lube.
By the way, Joe, up to 9.
Flavored lube? What?
I'm just adding flavored lube to the end of it.
Oh,
What are you
no.
talking about now?
You know they make Cinnabon flavored lube.
Yeah, I do now that you already told me that.
They make chocolate covered cherry flavored lube.
Why do I feel like you're the Bubba Gump of...
Jonesy's on research now. Like he's
You
like
know
a
what?
dog chasing his tail.
The next show, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the display of all the different types of lube, and we're all gonna put it on our fingers.
Nope.
And we're gonna each taste
You're
it.
gonna
Nope.
be the dude down on Smithfield Street that sells all the
Yep.
oils.
There we go. Essential lube.
We'll get you one of those little carts like the chicks used to wear in the 1920s films. They're like, hot dogs, cigarettes, coffee, tea.
KFC flavored lube. Subway spicy Italian lube. Long John Silver's lube. No, we ain't going there.
By the way, Long John Silver has an all-you-can-eat fish and chicken deal today.
What?
For $7.99. For $7.99.
You will need a bidet for that because this was gonna go.
My coworker sent me a text last night telling me about it.
Oh, you can eat fish.
It's so bad, but I love Long John Silver so
Oh
much.
man, it will clean you out.
Yeah,
It
no,
does.
no, thank you to that.
Oh, you can eat fish or chicken and sides Sundays from what time?
From
So that's
11 a.m.
every
to 7 p.m.
Uh-huh.
We
should-
Sundays.
11 to 7? We should go. Man, that would lube up your intestines like nothing else.
Listen, I'm all for a buffet. You know I like some food, and I could eat all
Speaking
day.
of that, the KFC that's on 28, on
Did
the
you
way
watch-
out to our buddy's place,
Mhm.
they have a buffet.
A KFC buffet?
Yes, they do.
I thought those were gone. The
No.
one in Harvard
Yeah.
used to have an amazing one,
Uh-huh.
and they took it away. And I remember I went there the one day just so stoked. I was like, man, I'm gonna fuck this buffet up. and like
I'm gonna run a train on this buffet.
and like, and like 4 of my friends worked in there, and I was all. I was like, hey, I'm like, man, I had the munchies real bad. Like, this is like 10, 12 years ago. And I run up in there and I was like, Kev, I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, man. And he's like, oh, he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, what? And he's like, they got rid of the buffet last week. I didn't tell you. And I'm like,
Oh, man.
single tear ran down my face. I turned around, just walked out, went across the parking lot to McDonald's, sat there and cried. Stuffed about 10 Big Macs in my face. Walked across the street, caught the bus back to New Canaan. Went home, was just laying on the couch, just sad as could be. But yeah, like I thought the KFC buffets were gone. I thought they didn't do them anymore. This
Oh,
is.
man.
I'm very excited to hear this.
Yes,
Well, not
they
They
do.
have them again.
I went 2 weeks ago to visit my buddy Ted to pick up a video card. Went to Pizza Hut. They have the buffet out in Century 3 still.
Oh, no.
Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut lunch buffet.
Oh, yeah. The
A
one,
few Pizza Huts still have the lunch buffet.
the one in Alberta does.
Pizza Hut's the worst pizza on the planet.
It is.
though. Pizza Hut is
I mean,
horrible.
Papa
I would rather do
John's got
CC's.
really bad though.
I haven't had Papa John's in forever.
Sad thing is I love both of those pizzas.
I like CC's ish, but I don't love CC's. But I
See
think
you
CC's
later.
I think it's that time. I think we need to wrap this one up.
Really?
No, you're like one of the kids. Like when I tell kids they have to come in from
Because I'm always one kid in
like
the
the
pod.
street lights are on, so it's time to come in. You're like,
I'm always
"Please."
one in the episode, and you're like, really?
No, let's
so
keep
I switched
going.
off.
I thought we were doing an hour.
What does the audience want?
What's that?
We won't know for another 12 seconds. By then, I could have already done all the end
5,
credits.
4, 3.
No, let's keep running. This is
2.
we. Don't, I don't care what the audience wants. I don't respect.
Yes, you
any
do.
of the 7
Respect the
people.
audience.
No, you know what? When we get up to 20, I still won't give a shit. But I
We
don't.
just went up.
I do this for me. I don't do it for them.
What?
I'm selfishly in this. I don't care about the audience.
10 more minutes.
Except for when they're in the room.
10
with
more
me,
minutes.
Of course.
How's that?
Whatever. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. We do what you
What does the winner want to do?
Let's just
Let's
wrap
move
it. Let's at least fit in the rest of that Last Dragon story because I
Yes.
think that is an amazing
All right.
thing,
Okay.
which
Yes.
I've told before and people don't believe. So you can at least verify it. And Ann, if she's still watching, is also there, so she can verify that story. So you want to take it, Joel, or should I?
I'll let you take it.
Okay.
Apparently, Bernie loves the Papa John's garlic butter sauce.
Yo, listen, everybody's garlic butter sauce is awesome. Like Papa
No, no,
John's
no.
is not.
Don't ever say that.
All
Every time
butter
you
sauce
say
is
that,
good.
someone's gonna screw up the butter sauce and go, "Screw you, Joe."
No, I've never had a bad butter sauce. But I'll tell you, the best pizza places are always like the little like mom and pop places, like the places
Yep.
that nobody else knows the name
They
of
don't
unless you live in
deliver.
that neighborhood. And those are the ones that do have the best garlic butter sauce.
Yes.
But if you put 20 garlic butter sauces on here, I'd pick 2 that are horrible, 2 that are fantastic, and all the rest would taste the same.
Right.
So what happened to Shasta McKung Fu over here?
No. You do not disrespect the Last Dragon.
Shasta.
I haven't
you
seen
call
it. I don't even know what I said. I don't listen
Shasta
to me.
the Kung Fu? Sounds like a sandwich you get at McDonald's.
It sounds like a disease you get after eating a sandwich at
And
McDonald's.
you need a shot.
You need some
And you talk about
penicillin.
the
I'm suffering from Shasta
I
McKung
got the
Fu.
Shasta McFoo. I should have went to
I got
McDowell's
bubble
instead.
gut, fire snake, and Shasta.
Thank
Foods.
you.
Should have went to McDowell's. But so anyhow, so we go. This is one of the things which me and Joel bonded over very quickly when we worked together. But so time passes, and he said, he's like, Tim Mock's doing this tour where they're showing The Last Dragon like in these theaters, and I was like, holy shit! I'm like, we have to go. Like, he's like, there's a meet and greet. Like, he's giving out a book, and I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, he wrote a book because I've like been wondering since.
Because we
Like 1992 when he was on an episode of MTV Singled Out, like whatever happened to this
what
guy?
happened?
Like
Right.
why he stopped acting?
we'd be working in the warehouse, all depressed and like ready to kill ourselves. I was like, I got just the thing. There was the Last Dragon soundtrack. It was like a morale boost.
You got the bars on there, Stevie Wonder. You couldn't go wrong with that soundtrack.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
Well, the last song. The last song's the only problem with that soundtrack.
yeah. So anyway, we get tickets. We go. Total old school kung fu theater atmosphere. Everybody yelling, screaming, like the scene in the movie when
Right.
they're watching Enter the Dragon, and it's insane. So he gets done, and then he's up there and he's giving a Q&A, and people are like, yeah, like, the one person's like straight up like, what happened to you? Like, why'd you stop acting? Like, what went on? And then he was like, well, I started doing theater, and then I was actually in a play, and he was like, it was a stage version of Roadhouse. Like Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse. And he was like, and we were into it, and he was like, the jeans, like I wore the mullet wig just like Swayze, like I'm up there fighting, the dude got me in a choke. I used to fuck guys like you in prison and stuff. And he was like, that's what I was doing. And then I guess he went back to modeling and acting and
Dude
kind
is
of
not
just like
aged.
wanted
He
to
not
like
aged.
producing and stuff. And
Right.
No, he didn't age at all.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Like he
So-
looks exactly from the movie.
afterwards we go and we get pictures with him and we're like, we need to see this play that you had. And he told us the director's name at the time, and he was like, I'm still good friends with him, I talked to him, he has tapes of that play. He was like, email him, and he was like, and I totally forget the guy's name, but I'm gonna find it because I still think of that, because Roadhouse, again, like we were talking last time I was here, is one of those movies, whenever it's on, it could be 5 minutes in or 5 minutes left, I will sit there and watch it because it's Roadhouse.
Mhm.
And I would just love to see Leroy Green as Dalton
Yeah.
from Roadhouse, just
Right.
kicking the shit out of people.
That's awesome.
So,
Next movie night we gotta do Last Dragon. So you can
I've
see it.
never seen it.
You have to see it.
I want to see that.
That's
Oh,
a great
really?
What's the
Yeah.
what's the other one that's I think it's a show? Afro Samurai.
Yeah.
You always I want to watch that too.
Afro what?
Afro Samurai. It's an animated movie. Basically, Samuel Jackson plays the samurai.
No, you need Samuel Roy if it's Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, that's
It gets better.
That's the
So
selling point right there.
there's two headbands. The number one and the number two.
Okay.
Only the person number two headband can fight the number one headband. But the number two headband, anybody and their brother can challenge you to take that headband.
Mm-hmm.
So Samuel Jackson's character's dad had the number one headband, and he lost it because the dude killed him.
Yeah.
So he fought to get the number two headband. So now that he has it, he's going to go fight number one.
Okay.
But everybody's after him. He's trying to find number one so he can avenge his father. It is amazing.
That's crazy.
Movie night.
There we go.
do
Is
the
it on
double
Netflix?
feature, Joel.
Yeah, it's double feature.
Do
Is it a movie or is it a show?
It's 5 episodes,
Okay,
so it's basically like a
but
miniseries.
it's on Netflix.
Maybe.
yeah, possibly.
So
We
whenever we
need
do
to
this
research
movie
this
night,
because I need to watch this.
we need to make sure that we get the popcorn with
Some type of butter gun.
Yeah,
some type of butter
dispenser.
gun.
Well, I'll build a butter gun for
Oh shit.
And
Joel
then
had like
package
the
it
Yes.
down.
Proton pack.
the drone will go to drop and be like, thank you.
And with that, folks, we're going to end this episode.
Oh no, I want to keep going.
Nope. I got the button right here. So the one says stop streaming, I can hit that right now.
But I have number 2 headband.
You
All
see,
right.
I let you think you're in control, but I've got the controls right here.
You're in the middle.
It's kind of like being in a relationship. Oops.
Joel just turned my mic off.
Good night, folks.
All right, thanks for joining us, and be sure to
you.
like us on Facebook. You're already on Facebook, so just click the little button right down there. And then you can also follow us on streamofconsciousnesspodcast.com. We're on Twitter and
Google Play,
and
iTunes.
Also, yes, also just your regular podcast app on your phones. You can follow us on that as well.
Yes.
All right.
Good night.
Mwah, good night, everybody.
Stay black.
It'd probably be more melodramatic if I hit the button when I'm
Man, I
supposed
can't
to.
stop. My nose is like.